Hey, how's it going, Steven? Thank you for reaching out. So I'm gonna take a look at your website, let you know a few things that I would probably do differently, and then on top of that, you said that you wanted to get found more on Google via SEO. So I'm gonna show you a few things that you could possibly do to your website to get found more on Google. So just looking at the website right now, this is the homepage. Um, a lot of things shoot at me right away. First few things is design wise, it's definitely not the best design I've seen in the world. It can definitely look a lot better. I'm sure that your competitors' websites look a lot better. Just out of curiosity, let's take a look. So lawn care, actually no, landscaper near me. So I have it set to Elmhurst, Illinois, which is in your area. So who is the number one landscaper in your area? Let's just take a look. All right. So let's say that you were doing you had a bid on a retaining wall, okay? And then your client or your potential customer comes to this website and then they look at your website. It is pretty much a guarantee that they're going to go with this company 10 out of 10 times. So design wise, it's really important to look professional, especially in the landscaping industry. Landscaping is a visual industry, so your work and your website needs to look, top tier and professional. Okay, so design wise, definitely needs a revamp. Let's see here though. Let's take a look at your service pages. So as you can see, I can't really click on these. So if you want to be, if you want to show up on Google for each and every single one of your services, it is vital that you create a separate page for every single one of your services. And when you do that, it gives you the highest chance of popping up on Google whenever somebody is searching up for the services. And to go a little bit further too, so let's say that you're doing mulch installation, you want to create a separate page for that says mulch installation, and then following mulch installation, you want to put in the city as well. So you're in Elmhurst, okay? So you want another page that says mulch installation in Elmhurst, mulch trimming services in Elmhurst, yard cleanups in Elmhurst. You know what I mean? So that gives you the highest chance of, if somebody in Elmhurst searches up for your services, you have a page for it that literally says this service in this town, giving you the highest chance of showing up for that, right? So you definitely need to create a lot more pages on this site. Let's take a look at your work though. Okay, so this is actually not that bad. Let's see. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. So at least your gallery isn't horrible. It actually looks a lot better than most of the websites I've seen, actually, surprisingly. But definitely want to add more images though. On each one of your pages, you should have an entire gallery full of images of that service too. So if you have the retaining wall page, have a whole gallery in that page with just retaining wall images. But yeah, your gallery is not that bad though, to be honest. So yeah, on the homepage though, for sure, just revamp it. I think the entire website would benefit a lot with a revamp. But if you don't get a revamp, at least put a gallery here. At least put some reviews and testimonials from past clients. And me too, I would actually take it a step further and take a picture of you and your team out in the yard working. Take a picture of it and put it on here as well, to really like build that trust and credibility. Even these images here, I can tell that they're stock images. You have good images in your gallery. I would be using the images in your gallery on the homepage. So I'm going to show you this other website that we did recently. So this website is Quality Structures. So these guys actually do greenhouses. Jeffrey actually used to do irrigation, but he switched over to greenhouses. Anyways, though, as you can see, I mean, this website is pretty badass. I think if you refresh, let's take a look. A video starts playing in the background. Um, so, I mean, let's say that your website looked like this, right? Shoot, if your website looked like this, the chances of you landing that retaining wall job, compared to these guys here, I mean, your odds, your chances are pretty high. I would argue that if this was tailored towards like more of like the hardscape or the jobs that you want, like landscaping, like you'd be able to close all those jobs, especially if it looked this clean, right? So on his website, we have testimonies here, reviews from like Facebook, Google, whatever, wherever it may be. We have a section just talking about him. So now the homeowners are on his website. Not only do they see the reviews, they actually get to know who they're dealing with too. They get to know Jeffrey personally as well. So when they do reach out, they end up trusting him a lot more to do the job because they already kind of know him, right? On top of that, we have the gallery section here. Definitely need to put a gallery section on your homepage too. Yeah, I think on your homepage you didn't even list out all of your services. It's important to do that. And yeah, and you can pretty much just see like this website's really clean, and I think that you'd definitely benefit from a clean website. Your conversion rates would definitely go up, and when you do land clients, they'll end up trusting you guys a lot more. They'll like lead to less headaches. You know what I mean? So for in terms of like SEO, let's take a look. So when I search up landscaper near me, I noticed that like I already took a look earlier. Like you don't pop up. Yeah, you guys don't pop on the first page. And then on top of that, so let me actually show you. Let's see here. So my guy Marcus, so we were doing SEO for him, and one thing that is important for SEO, like if you want to pop up, is you need to create content on your website. Okay, and if you're doing lawn care, which I took a look earlier, you do lawn care. If you're doing lawn care, there are certain articles that you just must have on your website, such as how much does lawn care cost, right? So when you search up lawn care cost Elmhurst, if we're actually taking a look, there is no article that specifically says lawn or like how much does lawn care cost in Elmhurst, Illinois. That is a huge opportunity right there. There's nobody in your town that has that specific article, giving you, if you did write that specific article, it would give you a high chance of ranking just in that town. So that's an opportunity right there that I would be doing. Actually, I have this software that kind of changes my location. So if I actually change it to Bristol, Connecticut, that's where this guy's he's located. So if we take a look, right, lawn care costs. Actually, let's do just because I know it's ranking snow removal cost. He's number one. His snow removal cost article is number one, and there are so many people that are searching for this or searching this question in his town, and because he has that article in like literally in that town, it literally like it just gives him the highest chance of ranking up there when people are searching for it, which he's number one for it, right? And yeah, um so and then on top of that too, if you want to sort of rank higher in the map pack, one thing that you could do, aside from getting more Google reviews, which I highly recommend you do, I think I took a look earlier, you have like 14. So aside from getting more reviews, another thing you can do as well is actually get more business directory listings. Okay, so according to Bright Local, that you can search this up as well, you get a list of different business directories that you can list your website on, and pretty much just list all your list your company on every single one of these business directories. And doing this will actually help Google recognize that you guys are legitimate, and you guys are locally in the area, stuff like that, and it'll actually help you climb in terms of your rankings in the Google Map Pack and even in the search algorithm as well. So yeah, that's something that you can do right now. Is just list your business on these different citation websites, just such as Yelp, TripAdvisor, Instagram, like all of these like really trustworthy social media platforms or business platforms that other people are already on, right? Especially when they're searching for a landscaper near them, right? So yeah. And lastly, I kind of wanted to show you too, if you were to kind of get your website to look really badass, and on top of that, get some SEO done, I kind of wanted to show you some results that we've been able to get my guy Marcus. So in the last 28 days, you can kind of see. So this is his account here. So yeah, in the last 28 days, he's been able to get 165 clicks, over 22,000 impressions. If we take a look at his pages, so for his article, lawn care schedule, it's gotten over 21 clicks. Snow removal cost, this was, I'm not sure what. I guess it's still snowing. Yeah, it's still snowing kind of. So it's gotten 12 clicks, and then I guess the grass seed article has gotten 9 clicks. And if we take a look, this is the lawn care schedule article. Yeah. This is the lawn care schedule article, and as you can see, you just answer questions that your customers are potentially looking for, and they'll read it, and at the end you can just promote yourself and then they'll reach out to you. It's as simple as that. And again, we have tons of articles for him. That's how he's able to get so much traffic to his website. And on top of that, if we just take a look at the last 12 months, it's pretty insane. I mean, like you can kind of see here, 800 plus clicks in the last year, 100,000 total impressions, right? So I think that if you can get your website to look really good and then pair that with some SEO work, in terms of like business citations and creating content and a few other SEO strategies. If you do that consistently for the next couple of months, and get a really nice website that's optimized and everything, I believe that you have an opportunity or a chance to start driving a lot more traffic to your website. So yeah, a kind of a long video. Apologize. If you have any questions, if you want to like hop on a call and like kind of talk more about this, just let me know. Just reach out to me. But yeah, I hope this was useful for you. So yeah,